Hello, everybody. My name is Meghan Buell, and I am here to tell you a little bit about my life. And you have to wonder why, what's so special about me. I am an out and proud transgender woman. I am also the executive director at the GLBT Resource Center of Michiana. That is a center that serves the gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, queer, and all of our allies. I started there working with youth of the community as a volunteer 3.5 years ago, and it drives my passion for the community. Working with the youth is very important to me because when I was growing up, I didn't have that kind of support. I didn't even know I was transgender. I didn't even know what transgender was. So it's very important to have that center available because it's the only center in the state of Indiana that actually has its own facility, which is important. My road to learn about transgender was a rocky one. It was a dark one. It was full of anxiety. I fought a lot of time with frustration and confusion. I had thoughts of suicide. I had a suicide attempt. I overcame all that, finding that information and finding resources that helped that out. I'm sharing some very, very personal things that nobody in South Bend has ever seen from me before. Me. These are very important, and this is important because this is where I came from, and this is the time I was struggling. I had 22 years in corporate management. I was on a skyrocketing pace, and then I decided to tell my company I was going to transition. From that point on, I became unemployed. I became a statistic that I don't like to talk about. A study was done in 2010 that surveyed 6,450 transgender people, and 14% of them responded that they were unemployed. The national average at that time was 7%, so double the amount. It's very important to keep people employed. It helps the city. It makes the city thrive. The need to work for trans people is so important because it becomes their life, the way they survive. And gender identity is what drives things for the trans community. And it's not sexual orientation, it's not who we love, who we're physically attracted to. And the difference between trans people and everybody else is that our bodies are not in sync. If your body is in sync with your mind, you're known as cisgender. So it's very important to understand some of the language and also the fact that this slideshow is going a lot faster than I'm talking. In 2012, the city passed a human rights ordinance which protected on the basis of gender identity. It's not about acceptance, it's about respect. We're not looking to be accepted, we want to be just like everybody else. So that's the important part of ordinances, is that it's not extra, it's the same. I think South Bend could be a hub of trans, inclusiveness and be on the forefront of making things happen. I challenge business owners and the community to take a look at how we can change the culture here. In your businesses, do training, do diversity training. Make sure people know the terminology. Make sure they understand what the trans community and who we are and what it's made of. It's very important because that will change the culture in the city. We can make this change, but we have to do it all together. It's not just one voice, it's all of our voices together. So I ask for the community to come together, learn, utilize the center, and come and grow the trans community here. I am going to do my part. In 2015, I'm starting an organization called Trees, and I am going to take trans education to small town America. I'm taking it out there. I'm asking you to do what you can here, and I thank you very much.